Lockwatcher, did you keep any props or mementos from the show? And what would you have liked to have had?
Man, I didn't get anything. I've said this a million times.
Yeah.
I didn't even get my chair back. If I could have anything, I'd have my chair back. I want my chair back. I want my name, and I want Atlantis, and I want my chair back.
The whole
other
city.
than that, I didn't know. Other than that, yeah, I kept a few things. I actually just got a big box of stuff from Vancouver, and now my apartment looks like a hoarder's apartment from all the stuff that I forgot that I had a whole apartment in Vancouver that I kept, and then they shipped it. I was like, oh.
We got to go through this stuff now.
Yeah, now I got to go through it. So I was going through some of the boxes, and I found, first of all, I found all my scripts, which was awesome to have all my scripts with my notes and my name and all, like my personal scripts. So I have those, a big pile of them. And then, so I'll probably give those away or charity or get them signed and charity them or do something.
Are you coming to GateCon?
I might fly myself there. I don't think they listen, all these cons now, they get the same 3 people and then they tell me that there's no room for me. And then the fans and people are like, oh, I want you to come. And I'm like, cool. But like, I can only yeah, I could come. And then, but like, I'd like for someone to at least fly me there would be nice.
You need to break even, at the very least, I mean, you're a working actor, so. Absolutely. So,
but I may come just because it's in Van and I'm due for a trip to Van. So I may figure out a way to rip over and make it a twofer.
Well, if it happens, I'll buy you dinner.
You don't have to do that. I'll buy you dinner.
No. I owe you.
I'll buy you dinner.
These
But on that, what else? Hold on. I also kept a bunch of art. I found a bunch of the stuff from the art department that I had. So some of the
James
just original mock-ups and stuff. Yeah, so I have that. So that's other stuff that I'm going to get rid of. And other than that, I also have a bunch of the Polaroids, continuity Polaroids from SG1 that someone left with me, and then I just took them home. And so I have a bag, and now they're over. I have a bag of Polaroids from SG1, and I really don't need those. And I'm sure there's people out there that want those. So at some point, I'll probably
pay you a pretty penny to get my hands on some of those. My friend.
You want some of those?
We'll have to.
I have some of them, and
I
got Shanks to sign some of them, and.
Well, anything like that, I would probably submit to charity. If it's, I'm here.
Hold on, my headphones are. How do I do this when I?
Can you hear me?
Oh, there. Okay, now I can. Oh, sorry.
You're good. Yeah, anything that has like their signatures on it, I think that should be like a charity item. But any of like the general Polaroids, I'm very interested in. Would pay you for.
Yeah,
so.
Oh no! I'll give it to you. I'll give you some.
Yeah, this is.
I got a bag. I probably have I think they're season 3 or 4. They're early, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because Shanks has the long, funny, sweeping hair.
Okay, then that was the first 2 years.
Yeah, I think it's either. He looks ridiculous. So.
Jeremy Heiner also says, happy Pride from a gay fan. What was the coolest thing about Toronto Pride this year? What's going on?
The coolest thing about Toronto Pride this year, it's the same every year. It's love. I think it's more. What's funny is it's just becoming more and more corporate. Like I've never seen so much. But also post COVID, it's beautiful to come out and just. Yeah, you're very right. Yeah, my lady's telling me. my PR over here is telling me like, yeah, but tell them post COVID. You're absolutely right, baby. Post COVID, it's we just haven't been able to gather in so long. So to gather in May and just. It's just so uplifting, I gotta say, in Toronto. It's just this beautiful energy. Normally, you know me, I'm such an introvert. I don't really leave the house. Even my lady was saying, she was like, wow, you're actually pretty calm to be surrounded by this many people. And I was like, you know what? I don't, for some reason right now, I don't have anxiety. And normally I'm like, I need to go back inside. And I'm a bit agoraphobic. But I feel great. And so I think it's really to do with that energy of love. I don't feel like there's any variables I got to worry about. There's no one, it's just beautiful.
I think also a lot of us have had plenty of time to ourselves lately, and it's time for a little bit the other way. Eventually it's going to be like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm good. I'm going to go back into myself now. But for now, it's like, hey, everyone, it's nice to be back.
Nice to be out. Yeah, it's also the summer. It's so beautiful.
That's true.
So what's the best thing to answer this question? People, energy, love. acceptance. Oh yeah, there's concerts. Everyone's just really happy. And tomorrow the parade is going to be awesome because it is massive. They shut down Yonge Street. If you know, Yonge Street is the longest street in the world, and they shut that big ass street. It's the longest street in the world. I know they don't shut it all the way down across Canada. It's not that long a parade, but they do shut down the entire downtown, and they run all the way down. It's massive and it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. And then the parties and the music and everyone's naked and it's wonderful. It's just weird and awesome.
Ellen Eve wanted to know, Rainbow, what was your favorite episode of Atlantis to shoot?
Runner would have been my favorite to shoot.
Oh, with the fight.
Runner would have been my favorite. I was, I did my little Jackie Chan up 2 trees for the start of that. And they swung the jib and I sort of created that shot that opened the show.
Wow.
And I was really proud of that, being a young man, to be like they were blocking and I was like, you know what, I can do this. Can we do this and bring the jib in and do it? And he was like, yeah, cool, let's do that. And so I just sat up there and 20 feet up in the tree. I shimmied up there and that was great. Practicing fights with Jason Momoa in the style of Jason Bourne, and me and Jason, it ended up raining that night and we beat the crap out of each other. We both knocked each other senseless a few times and it was great. We didn't really use the doubles. We really did most of it ourselves. And what
was it like working with Bam Bam to bring that to life?
Well, Bam and I worked all through first season, and we did I was one of the guys that was the agile enough to, because I came from breakdancing. As soon as he saw me breakdance, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna use you to do all the shit." So yeah, he had me doing flying arm bars, and me and Bam had a language already. And then Jason came in, and he was nimble and young and strong, and so we were like, "Let's go off." So the producers had. Born Supremacy had just come out, and big fight in that where he goes to one of the other assassins' house, and they get into a weird fist fight that turns into a knife fight, and it's really messy and it's all handheld. And they had seen that, and they were like, "We need a fight like this," and that's what they told Bam Bam, and so he created that fight based on the emotional and the gross sort of visceral feeling of that fight from the Bourne movie, and so it turned into a gunfight into a knife fight or into a fist fight into a knife fight where I come out and then eventually get shot a few times in that episode also. The real showing Ford's strength, even though he was low on enzyme. It was
he still is going to go the extra mile.
Guy's a machine. Yeah, sometimes I think maybe you couldn't have Ford back, because if he was totally hopped up on enzyme, there's no one who could do anything. He could take on anybody. He's a monster.
Thanks for watching this clip from Dial the Gate. You can find the full live stream shows on our YouTube channel or visit dialthegate.com for the complete schedule. See you on the other side.